Now, joining us from Manama, from Bahrain, on Zoom is Ahmed Khuzaie. He's a political consultant. Ahmed, Iran says that it is targeting American and Israeli assets, but clearly we have been seeing these strikes hitting hotels, airports, residential areas. Break this down for us. How are Gulf governments interpreting this? How has Bahrain, for one, reacted? Do they see this as direct retaliation or really as just kind of a dangerous widening of the war?
Well, these are very dangerous times. And before I get to that, I saw funny numbers today that indicates that as of today, Iran has attacked more Arab countries than Israel ever did. I mean, that's funny for us here in the Middle East, since everybody is always talking about how Israel is not a friend and otherwise. That being said, how Iran started the whole war on the Gulf, not on just American interests, is basically baffling. It was expected that they have a proportionate retaliation of a single hit on an American base in one of the countries, like it did after the 12-day war. But it has been escalating since day one. It's been 3 days now. I'm talking to you from Bahrain. So since Saturday, we started facing all of these assaults. They claim that they are only targeting American interests, but what's happening in reality is even much more than that. We've seen the airports being hit. We've seen factories in Qatar and UAE. We've seen infrastructure. And today, there have been some basically statements, unofficial ones, of course, but it has been spreading around social media by Iranians that even the causeway between Bahrain and Saudi is endangered.
I'm interested to hear how the public views this. Obviously, we are seeing statements from different governments, but, in Bahrain, for one, what is the public saying about these strikes? Who is being blamed? Is it the United States and Israel for essentially starting this conflict by initiating strikes on Saturday? Or is that not essentially how this is being interpreted?
It's a little bit of everything. We have a lot of people are, of course, blaming Iran for what's happening. You have others blaming Israel and the United States for starting it. And as well, we have others who are standing or aligning with the Ayatollah and Iran here in Bahrain. And that, to me, is even more dangerous than any direct assault from Iran.
Now, the other kind of crazy number that we've seen is hundreds of drones being launched, more specifically at the United Arab Emirates, by the Islamic Republic of Iran. Does it appear to you that the Islamic Republic is targeting certain Gulf countries more than others? And what would the reasoning be there?
I've been looking through the numbers. On Saturday, it was most probably Qatar. Then it was Bahrain yesterday. And today it's the Emirates. I think they have a strategy. They're trying to evade from being the direct point of interest in this war, especially with the proxies being more active. We saw Hezbollah attacking Israel earlier. And then even within Iran, everybody started to forget about the protesters in Iran. So how can they do all of that? They are just shifting the main location of Ground Zero from Iran to the Gulf states. I'm not sure if it's working or not, but as we can see, everybody's talking about what's happening in the Gulf more than everybody's talking about what's happening in Iran. It is a dangerous game. It is aggressive. And we started seeing, as you just mentioned, with the news coming from Qatar of downing 2 fighter jets by Iran, that the Gulf may start fighting back.
Right. We've seen how many Gulf states have tried to kind of carefully balance relations with both Washington and Tehran in recent years. Obviously, Iran is a big economic partner to certain Gulf Arab nations. Does this wave of strikes force them to pick a side more openly now? And what do you think that side is going to be when it comes to days ahead?
Just like you mentioned, before the 12-day war, before this war as well, we all saw how the Gulf states, including Saudi Arabia, sometimes Qatar, and of course all the time with Oman, trying to basically take America into delaying the war or get engaged into negotiations. Both negotiations failed, but the Gulf was always there to make things at least easier or calmer. Whenever these negotiations fail, at least Oman is on the good side of Iran. But I mean, as of yesterday, they hit them twice, and Oman are not happy about it. We saw what happened in Riyadh. Of course, Saudi is not happy about it, which means that nobody can be a friend of Iran today, because even their friends are being affected by Iran, not by anybody else. And how will that be affected? As you just mentioned right now, this is bringing the Gulf countries closer to each other. And I think this time they'll be closer than they haven't been over the past 20 years at least.
All right. Well, I'd like to thank you, Ahmed, so much for joining us. Really interesting to hear your take on this, and stay safe in Bahrain.
Thank you.